Hey guys, this is Brandon with Goats Gaming. I'm displaying my post June 12th ban list of my Dino True King deck profile, and we'll just jump right into it. Start with the main deck. Start with your 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyrannos. 2 because it's searchable, you don't need 3, you get bricky with it, so that's pretty much that. You have your 1 Dogeron, of course, searchable. You don't really need more, plus of course if you have more than 1, it's a brick. You have your 1 Fire, 2 King, 3 Earth. 3 Earth pretty much like for your consistency, because you have Earth, your Baby Cerasauruses, and Pterodons that you need to pop for that. Fire also so you have a target in Graveyard, so you can special make an easy VFD. And because most of your other deck is Fire as well. 3 Ghost Ash, because the deck, it needs, it has a lot of issues going second against, like, say, the Pure Zodiac builds. So this pretty much like can at least stop them. You need some sort of way to stop them, plus like with Maxi to stop them dead board or get you more of your draws. 3 Oviraptor standard because it's the whole part of your engine. It gets you searching, it gets you popping the small babies, just consistency reasons. 3 Miscellaneousaurus, your hand trap to protect your monsters, and also the special like say your level 1 Jirac. Very much it protects when you need to make your plays. It's only during the main phase that you send this, so it's great to kind of build your boards, but just hope that you can last through your battle phase. 3 of the Pterodon and 3 of the Baby Cerasauruses, pretty much just for destroying with your diagram and your True King, just to get your engine going, specialing, whatnot, just to get the deck going. 1 Jirac Tuner, just for your synchro plays, make your Danglong or your Trish or stuff like that to continue your plays, or make your Chanbara. And if one ways with your VFD to make your Naturia Beast, just to make like some extra plays with stuff like that. It's just you don't need more than 1 because in a way it's a Garnet. If you ever draw it, it just sucks because you always want to use Miscellaneous to special from deck, so you can never play more than 1. Soul Charge, because just even if like later in game, it's still a great card because it can still make another VFD, stun them for a turn, and you get back to your turn, you still have your battle phase then. Even if you have enough cards that'll stun you just to last you through the turn. 2 Dark Holes because board wipes. You don't run the Regeki in the main, because if you go first, the Regeki's not going to help you, as the Dark Hole will. If you normal summon your small sources, you at least get a special summon off it, which is bad, but sometimes the deck is bad, and you will need that. 2 Desires, the deck needs it, and needs that extra draw. You don't run 3 because you don't want to see 2 in your hand, those reasons. Yeah, you just need your draws. The deck is not as consistent as you want it to be, so this actually gets you mostly where you need to go. 2 Cosmic Cyclones, because just like you can't use Twisters really anymore, because you need to banish things instead of popping it, so that's pretty much just where it goes. 3 Fossil Dig, consistency. 3 Terraforming, consistency, gets you to your field spell because you need it to get going. And of course 3 Diagram, because it searches your True Kings and gets you going. The deck needs it. We're going to move on to the extra deck. 1 Logia and 1 Dolka. I've seen people playing 2 Logia, mostly to the point you never go into your second Logia. You never would be going that far into it, because if you make 1 Logia, you should already have enough stun on board to really stop them. So yeah, you'll never go into the second one. Dolka actually is quite relevant because of a lot of monster effects, but you never run more than 1 of each or either of these. Abyss Dweller, pretty much for the mirror. And it's still just a relevant generic card. It's still just good. Castel, same sort of thing as Abyss Dweller. It's just it deals with cards that you don't want to destroy. Just generic. Tornado Dragon. A lot of times I find myself running into where I need, and I don't have Cosmic Cyclone, and I really do need to deal with the back row. Mostly because if I know they're playing, let's say, Battle Traps, because that's the one thing this deck just loses to. So you pop extra stuff as during either player's turn, so it's at least relevant to pop during their turn too if you need to get rid of the diagram. Samurai, because if you can't make your Chanbar, you at least need like XYZ to do extra damage. Because sometimes, even if your Ultimate Conductor doesn't get you there, then this gets you, it pushes for your last bit of damage. Utopia package, because it is still really good, and if you can make a rank 4 with this, and you have room for it, definitely put it in. Just amazing. Enter Blathnir. I think most of the times, like if you want to go second and you don't want to stun them, say with VFT, this just gets rid of problem cards, banishes them, which is great. I don't find myself going into this very much, but it's always good just to have just in case. 2 VFD, because if they stop the 1, you at least want a second one. Because it'll always be a really good card, especially with Soul Charge, you can make your second one. And because you have your 4 True Kings, and of course your Danglong and your Trishula, you have many ways to make this. So just having 2 is good. You don't need 3 because you should never actually be in the game point where you'll need to go into a third one, because then you pretty much should have already lost or won at that point. Chanbara, damage. Danglong helps you make your VFD, which is great. Naturia Beast, because with VFD you can make all your monsters Earth. It's easy. It stuns a lot of decks nowadays because you don't really deal with Paleo with traps anymore. So everything needs power spells. Naturia Beast just deals with it. And of course you have Trish, because you can make it in the deck, and it's a level 9, which is really relevant for your VFD. Onto the side deck, you play your set rotation, plus my field spell choice is Seal Calcos, pretty much because it's not that they can activate, but if they will, they're probably like they're blowing up their own board, because on activation blows up all special summon and they can't go extra deck. So really, it just like for that, it stops them so much. And set rotation pretty much just stops the diagram from going off for their turn. Plus, it gets you your own. Kaiju package. You're running Gamma Seal pretty much for the low level for the low attack monster, and you're running the Thunderstruck Kaiju because it's a level 9, which it comes up relevant also being for VFD, and 2 Slumbers because it's at 2. I don't think if you'd really need it at 3, but it's just like you play 5 Kaijus just as a 2 and 3. The third Cyclone just if you need to deal with more back row. Imperial Order, because it's there, it works, and it's really good. It just stuns a lot of decks, kind of like with pretty much with your anti spells and stuff like that. It's just a really good card. 2D Barrier. Not sure if I need to 3 it out to test that, but it's just pure Zoo. It's just like going first against them, it just like stops them really hard. So it's still a really good card. And then Solemn Warning and 2 Chaos Trap Holes. I find it's really relevant because it deals with the because it's a counter to the summon of the Masterpiece, and also in the mirror match against the Ultimate Conductor, just because they're both light as well, and banishes, so it just deals with them immediately faster, and because Solemn Warning stops anything, but it's extra hate for those cards that you need to stop the summons of. But that's the whole deck profile. See you.